So week 4, and Leon brought up some pretty important issues. She talked about her fear of exams, her sense of the pressure of being first generation and not feeling as good as the people around her, and having to work extra hard to prove herself in this environment. Figuring out what different professors were expecting and sort of changing your study habits in order to to do the best that you can in every class that you go to. These are all so universal, and I think we all share that sense of fear for many things that we do. And then I think the beauty that Leon brought up again was this ability to say, you know what, I'm afraid of failure, I'm afraid I'm not going to do great, but I'm going to do it anyway, right? And that's something that's so powerful, and I think that's very tied into this idea of people that have grit and perseverance, and that you can push through to achieve something despite the fact that you might be really terrified of failure, that you might be terrified of not doing the right thing, right? And even today, like for example, doing this whole video mentorship thing, like this is weird, and so the first time anyone's tried to do it, and here I am trying to do this with Leon, and I am afraid that I'm going to be giving her bad advice, or the things that I say that are now out for the whole world to hear are going to sound crazy and horrible and terrible. But then again, just like Leon does with her exams and her studies, I realized for myself that, this is important to try, and maybe it fails, but it is, something that was well-intentioned, and we should try it, and hopefully we will succeed. And then hopefully this becomes, a model that other people can emulate. And so despite my fear, I'm willing to try and do my best at it. Because to me, just like it's important for Leon to be succeeding in her classes, to me, it's so important to be a good mentor to students, especially first generation students, immigrant students, who lack this cultural capital to succeed in academia, and to play my part in that is important enough for me to face failure. And so, I want to thank Leon for having the courage to bring this up and talk about it, and I hope she, Leon and everyone else watching this video has that same grit, that same perseverance to look at the things that you're afraid of and do them anyway.